What's up guys, it's Messed Up Swede. Right now I'm checking out the Kid Nerd video. This one is UK drill from prison. Prison bars to chart topping stars. So I guess this is about the a new wave of rappers that's been kind of blowing up from jail. Which I would say Massa L20 obviously. K Money, I think his name is, and Double M or Mars Malone. Those are the three main people right now, I think. Also, if you would count CB is going in from jail. Also, SJ's been dropping as well. So there's a lot of them right now. But yeah, let's see what he's saying. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the way to 2K subs. Let's go. And don't forget to go subscribe to Kid Nerd as well. Go like the video. So yeah.
There's been a lot of talk about UK drill dying out. A lot of drill fans have fell out of love with the genre, mainly due to some of their favourite artists being locked up, and people believing that a lot of the new rappers don't feel as authentic as the older ones used.
I'm gonna be real, it's because of TikTok. That's pretty much all it is, in my opinion. Because people blow up of one song that's going viral on TikTok and that type of shit, which I think ruins it. But that's my opinion.
Which has bred a new wave in the genre. Drill music recorded directly from prison. And weirdly enough, it's kind of putting the whole scene back on. Today, we'll be getting into...
But I don't know if they were all drill though. Mars Malone, isn't he doing the... Is it dance hall? My bad if I'm saying the wrong. I don't know about the Afro swing and dance hall and these genres. But I think he's doing more of that type of the Jamaican vibe. But yeah. Anyway.
How a few different guys who were locked up together on some serious charges turned their jail freestyles into 6-figure label deals and single.
They actually got deals as well. The labels don't give a shit about that's what's funny to me in some, because most big companies and that would try not to how do I say this, man? But they would not want to be linked to guys that's doing crimes and that type of stuff. But with the labels, that seems to not even being it's just about the money they can bring in, I guess. But yeah, it makes sense still.
That have charted in the top 20. Let's get into it. Before I get into this video guys, I just want to quickly say that I really appreciate all the love and support the channel's been getting this year. So I'm running another giveaway on my Instagram for a PlayStation 5. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is follow my Instagram in the description box. And after you do that, just comment your Instagram username below on the video, and I'll be picking out a random winner in a week or two. Make sure to keep posted on my Instagram because I'll be announcing the winner on there. But let's get into it. Now, artists making music from jail is nothing new. One of the first artists to do it was a rapper from Newham in East London called Mover. Now Mover was one of the...
Yeah, I've heard that name. Is he still in jail? I think so.
Biggest rappers to come out of East London in the early 2010s. But in 2014, a robbery gone wrong resulted in
Oh damn, 30 years.
Mover getting a 30-year jail sentence at the height of his music career. This didn't stop him from releasing music though, because in 2017, while serving his sentence in HMP Belmarsh, which is one of the most secure prisons in the UK, he released a mixtape called Exit Wounds, with certain songs recorded while in prison, which caused up a big stir on the news, labeling it as a disgrace that he was able to release this while being locked up for a murder. The mixtape was eventually pulled down from streaming services like Spotify to prevent any profit being made from it, and a lot of bad press came out after the mixtape.
But what's the difference today? I hope he explains that, because it seems like it's no problem today to like put it on Spotify and even videos on YouTube and all that type of stuff.
To prevent any profit being made from it. And a lot of bad press came out after the mixtape got released from big news publications to deter people from supporting it. But the main thing people were wondering was how it was even possible to record a whole album while being locked in a max security prison. Well, to be honest, it's not too difficult nowadays. Now, it's not really a secret that there are a lot of phones in UK prisons. I'm not really too sure about everyone else's TikTok feed, but for me personally, at least 1 in every 10 videos I'm seeing right now on my feed is being filmed by somebody locked up nowadays.
Yeah, that's not the same for me, but I'm not in the UK, so of course not.
For whatever reason, I guess a lot of people are really interested about what goes on inside prison, which has created a whole lot of different social media opportunities for people locked inside. Several inmates have even made big social media followings literally just by recording about their day-to-day life inside, which they can.
Yeah, that's been going on for a pretty long time, I would say. I've followed guys on Snap that just post in jail and stuff as well, and also rappers that I've followed have then posted when they're in jail. So, I mean, I think it's interesting to see as well what goes on in there. So, I don't blame the people that follow them and that.
Could continue to build on when they come out. Now obviously phones are illegal in all UK jails and prisons, which means phones need to be smuggled in through different.
That looks mad though, filming the guard like that.
In all UK jails and prisons, which means phones need to be smuggled in through different ways. In certain prisons they can simply be smuggled in by throwing them over prison walls, or with drones that release them over the walls.
That's gotta be a dumbass thing to film though.
Smuggled in by throwing them over prison walls, or with drones that release them over the walls. In other ways through people who smuggle them through visits. But the main way is just through corrupt prison staff and officers. In prison, contraband items like
I've always thought what's the like main thing, but I guess it's the dirty guards and that. I would have guessed it's more the smuggling type of thing, but
phones and drugs are valued way more higher than they are to the outside world, so smuggling them in has become a very lucrative trade. Now throughout the last few years, we've seen numerous different drill artists post freestyles when they've been locked up. This was mainly from artists who made their name in the outside world in an attempt to keep their name buzzing while they're locked up. But in the north of England,
yeah, exactly, that's what's switched up, because now they actually start rapping in jail and blow up. Before it was, they already had a name and then they did like their jail freestyles and that when they're locked up.
England, an upcoming artist was starting to create his name from the jailhouse, and his name was Mazza L20. He started posting freestyles to his YouTube channel after being sentenced to 11 years for
11 years. Okay.
a string of different.
His accomplice snorting coke off a shotgun. What the hell is going on, man?
Charges. Mazza grew up in a town in Liverpool called Bootle, which wasn't the safest area to grow up in, and from a young age, he started getting into trouble in his area. Unfortunately, Liverpool has quite a high quantity of guns and drugs throughout the city, which has caused a lot of problems in the area, with Liverpool having one of the largest ports in the UK, which is believed to have frequent shipments of guns and drugs passing through every day. Sadly, just like a lot of other young kids in Liverpool, Mazza got caught up with the use of guns and drugs, which got him caught up in a very big case in 2016. Mazza and one of his friends called Adam Mercer were on the police radar when they were linked to a few different violent incidents around the city. Somehow during an arrest on Mazza, the police managed to gain access to his phone, which had some pretty crazy stuff on the camera. Multiple pictures and videos of different firearms.
Yeah, this is what I don't understand, man. Just having all these pics and all that type of stuff, that's just gonna like make the case for them, basically.
Firearms were all recovered on the phone. Videos like Mazza allegedly firing a Russian-made automatic pistol, and another video of Mazza's friend Adam Mercer snorting drugs off a shotgun.
What the hell, man.
was enough evidence to arrest Mazza and his friend Adam on some serious firearm charges. And what made this all look 100 times worse was one of the guns that was firing on one of the videos was used to shoot and kill a 17-year-old called Kevin Wilson a few months before. This was when Mazza and Adam's relationship turned sour.
Okay, so the gun was used, but they don't know if it was him, I guess.
Wilson a few months before. This was when Mazza and Adam's relationship turned sour. Mazza believed Adam was informing on the case. So while on bail, Mazza pulled up to Adam's house and confronted him about it, which resulted in Mazza attacking Adam, adding to his charges. In 2016, Mazza was sentenced to a total of 11 years for possession of firearms. It was found
in 2016, he said. Yes, I guess he's out pretty soon. I think someone commented that on one of his vids as well.
Found out that Mazza had no link to the murder of Kevin in 2015, despite him possessing the same gun that was used, which is probably a result of the weapon being sold on to Mazza after being used for that specific murder. So Mazza had now been sentenced to 11 years at 19 years of age, and now he had a lot of time on his hands. He started to build an online presence in 2020 during the COVID-19 lockdown, which was a time where prisoners were locked up 23 hours every day to prevent the spread of COVID. This was when he started recording himself freestyling and uploading it onto his YouTube channel. Mazza had built quite a name up for himself in the north of England with these tracks, especially after jumping on tracks with notorious criminals like Wes Brown, who is very known in Liverpool. But it was in 2022 when he really started gaining some national attention to what he was doing, when he filmed a whole music video in jail, featuring on a track with a Manchester rapper called L1 Manny. They literally made a whole edited music video from shots they were recording with a phone. As expected,
that's crazy, man.
The media had a lot to say about this, which only really boosted his popularity altogether. A couple months later, Mazza would hit headlines again after he dropped a first of a new series he was creating on his channel called Daily Duppy Freestyles, which is obviously in reference to
Yeah, rate the creativity, man.
the popular Daily Duppy freestyle series on GRM Daily. But without a lot of people even knowing it, Mazza was literally creating a whole music platform like GRM Daily, but directly for inmates. After his first Daily Duppy was such a success,
1.6. That's mad. I haven't even heard that one, to be honest. Comment down below if you want me to check that out, man.
Gaining over 1 million views. He started letting other inmates feature in the series, with it even being some inmates' first time releasing music to the public. A few different Daily Duppies that stood out was from a few artists coming from Birmingham, called Mons Malone, K Money and KB.
Did he actually make those rappers? That's sick if he did, man.
Who, unlike some of the other
let me know if I should check them out as well, man.
inmates in the series, have actually built their names up on the music scene separately. Now, if you've been listening to UK rap for some time now, chances you've probably heard of KB already. He was one of the biggest rappers coming out of Birmingham in the early 2010s. But
Yeah, I didn't listen that early. So I haven't heard of him, to be honest.
2013, a home invasion gone wrong cut his music career short. In April 2013, KB and his friend Blake smashed their way into a 62-year-old's house, who they believed to be high up in the drug world. When they entered the property, they tied up the 62-year-old to the floor while they searched his house looking for money. They originally demanded £50,000 from the victim, but eventually lowered it to £10,000 when they realized they might have the wrong guy.
Damn.
The pair only ended up leaving with a fake Rolex and £150, but
oh no, that is mad.
they continued to demand money off him through text messages and calls after they released him. It wouldn't take long to connect KB and Blake to the kidnap, and they were both charged with the crime after text messages shows KB sending pictures of the fake Rolex to his contacts. KB was sentenced to 11 years and Blake was sentenced to 8, which was unfortunate due to him getting locked up when his career was just starting to go up. KB's release
He should be out soon then, no?
From jail was highly anticipated in the rap world, but around 4 years into his sentence, with only a couple years left, he was hit with another serious charge: conspiracy to supply firearms. Basically, KB was being accused of being involved in setting up a delivery of a firearm in the outside world while he was locked up. This
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
resulted in KB getting another 7 years added to his sentence.
Damn, man.
Now, with KB being a big name in music while being locked up, naturally he would get a lot of attention from other inmates in prison, whether that's good or bad. But a couple inmates that caught KB's attention were two other boys also from Birmingham, who went by the name Mans Malone and K Money. Both K Money and Mans had both been rapping from young. They both featured in their first rap song in 2013. When they were around 13-14, but they didn't really take it too serious back then. Mans Malone grew up in the area of Birmingham called
Wait, is it actually called Gun Quarter? That's crazy, man.
Newtown, and from early, just like a lot of other kids in this area, he got involved with a local
That looked weird with that, like, apartment building in the middle of
and
that.
from early
It's just houses around it, and it's just, yeah, that looks weird, man.
just like a lot of other kids in this area, he got involved with a local gang called GMG, who has serious feuds with a few nearby gangs, like AR or Armed Response. Mans was starting to make a name for himself in the streets of music, especially after a few unreleased diss tracks directed to AR got leaked on YouTube.
Is AR the same gang that was in that, like, Gangland documentary or whatever it was? I think they were called AR, but I don't know if they were from Birmingham though.
At a time when constant back and forth situations were happening between GMG and AR. In 2019, Mans released his first official drill track called No Hook, which received a good amount of attention, but soon the track would be taken down after Mans was involved in a situation that would change his life forever. Around 5 PM on May the 6th, 2019, armed with a shotgun, Mans Malone rode a bike to the area of Hockley, which is AR territory. He arrived at Whitemore Street where he found a group of AR members in a car. Mans attempted to fire into the car, but the shotgun actually ended up jamming, causing Mans to make a run for it after opposition members from the car started chasing him.
Damn, that's gotta be a mad situation to be in, man.
Mans managed to make it to the closest subway station before he was eventually caught and stabbed a total of 20 times.
Oh shit. Damn, that's mad.
Leaving him in a critical condition fighting for his life at a local hospital. The response to Mans getting stabbed was quicker than anyone expected. Less than 24 hours after the stabbing, while Mans was still in intensive care, GMG members were out looking for revenge. 4 of Mans' friends started circling AR territory in a Volkswagen, loaded with a handgun, when they spotted a Vauxhall Corsa parked outside some shops in the Ladywood district. The group fired 8 shots into the Corsa, with 3 of the shots hitting a passenger in the car called Dante Mullins. Dante attempted to flee the scene after the first round of bullets, but sadly, seconds after making his escape, he collapsed and unfortunately died due to his injuries.
R.I.P. man.
Mans remained in hospital for the next 9 days preceding his attack, and when he was determined to be in a stable enough condition to be released, he was shocked to find out he was being shipped straight to prison from his hospital bed.
Imagine waking up from critical condition after 20 stabbings and you're going straight to jail. That is mad.
He was now charged with the possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life, which is a very serious crime that he got sentenced 11 years for. But despite his quite disturbing background, since Mans has been locked up, he's done something which I don't think anyone has actually done before. Mans, alongside his childhood friend K Money, who is currently locked up for weapon and drug charges, has rose to national stardom from prison. You can't scroll through social media at the moment and miss them. Just like Mazza Mazza020, the pair started gaining attention after dropping a few different freestyles to Instagram and TikTok, and out of nowhere a lot of big names in the industry started supporting them. But Mans and K Money really made a breakthrough when they released a cover track to Central C and Dave's hit single, Sprinter. Central C reposted the cover on his Instagram story, giving the two probably the biggest cosign they could have in the UK. On the back of all of his freestyle successes, Mans released an 11-track album called Maktub, and critics are putting this down as one of the best albums to come out in 2023. With
Critics? Are critics really saying that? I don't even know who the critics are to the UK drill scene or whatever, but okay, if he says so.
And critics are putting this down as one of the best albums to come out in 2023. With the help of some of his producers like Stars on the Beat and Stack Beats, the album actually feels and sounds like it was recorded in a proper studio, despite the audio just coming from voice notes on Mans' phone. The album caught a lot of attention from big figures in the music game, like Central C's manager YBs, who's proved to be one of the best marketers in the UK rap game. These connections he was making in the rap scene would soon prove to be vital when labels started showing interest in Mans to get him signed. After weighing his options out, Mans recently signed a 6-figure distribution deal where he still owns the right to all of his masters, which is
That's good.
It's kind of unheard of from somebody coming from jail, which definitely must be very inspiring to other inmates, who probably now believe they could also achieve their goals. Mazza020 has also been making big moves while still serving out his sentence, after releasing probably his biggest track yet called Murderside, with the song being remixed by some of the biggest artists in the UK rap game currently. The song has been doing so well that it charted in the top 20 of the UK charts.
Damn, big him up, man.
Which is actually insane when you really think that this song was recorded from a voice note in jail. The buzz these artists have created is definitely one we haven't seen in a long time, and the support they're getting is against the ordinary considering the UK scene gets slated often due to a lack of support for new artists.
I agree with that people don't usually get support in the UK. But one thing I will say is that when they're from Birmingham or Manchester or Liverpool, these type of places, they usually get a lot more support. I think it's more the London rappers that don't get support. Because I've seen some, like, if you just look at the numbers for some guys from like Manny, from Birmingham, from Liverpool, it's way over the standard in London or whatever you want to say. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the time it's not because of the quality or that they're such a good rapper. It's just because they're from there. That's what I would say, at least. And maybe it's their passion and that type of stuff, but it feels like it's more like a community out there in Manchester and Birmingham, and London is just everyone for themselves, basically.
Obviously, it's important not to glamorize the prison lifestyle, because at the end of the day, prison is one of the lowest and worst positions you can find yourself in life. But we can only hope through the artist's storytelling that there could be some valuable lessons to the youth to prevent them from following the
Yeah, and hope they come out and actually do the music thing and not get dragged back to the streets. That's what I would be hoping for, at least.
same route. These artists are in a very powerful position right now, having so much influence online with a younger audience while being locked up. Hopefully they can use their platform to really make a change and stop people from making decisions in life to land them locked up as well. Naturally, I feel like off the back of their success, they're also inspiring a lot of people who are also trapped in the system, that there's a way out even at their darkest times. Mazza should be out soon, but K Money and Mans still have a bit of time left. If they all play their cards right, I have no doubt that their careers will continue to flourish. It's been your boy Kid Nerd, and peace out.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, if you look at how big they've become in this short amount of time, it's definitely just gonna keep going up. As long as they keep dropping, I guess. But it seems like they will, because they all seem to be like, let's be honest, all they got is time. So since they're in jail, It's not like they have like stuff, other things to do, if you get what I mean. But yeah, man, it was an interesting video still. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.